of my thyme plant, and what I do, I'll take cuttings, and so what I did the last time is I took a bunch of cuttings and I put some in soil, and I soaked some in water. I let some sit in water. So I'm going to show you those just so that you could see the different results when you use two different methods. So here I have, this was started just from cuttings from my plant, and I had a lot more, but as I can tell, they weren't producing roots, all of them, so I did pull out some of the stems and I threw them out. But as you can see, you'll know, because the leaves will perk up, and on the ones where there are no roots or the root system hasn't developed, the leaves will fall off and it'll just sit there and it'll just be like twigs. So as you can see, I don't know, let's get in closer. You could see that, look. That. So just from cutting, I just cut this and then I put it in a pot with soil, and there are the roots. Beautiful. Oh, this is good, a good root system. So this is what I'm going to be transplanting today, and I'll show you how to do that, okay? But first, let me show you the ones in just water. So guys, here are the ones that I just soaked in water. What I did notice, because it was in this water constantly, even the ones that did not, if you could see there, you see those long roots? So I'm going to transplant these today. But the ones that haven't developed roots yet, they're not dried out, because look at that. Everything is looking lush and green. So they're just gonna, it's just taking a little bit longer. Whereas the ones in the soil, because I had about the same amount of cuttings, it's just not too many survive in the soil. So I would say the water is actually a better system. Let me see if I can pull this up just to show you. Look at that. Wow. See that root? Look at all those roots. So those ones that are putting out the long, see that one? Let me see if I can pull this out here just to show you. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and transplant these right now, okay? So I'm going to select all the ones that have rooted from this jar, and then I'm just going to leave the rest of it in here so that it continues to put out roots. And the roots break very, very easily, so you want to be really gentle with this process. Okay. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just snip off, not the root, but carefully just a little bit of the stem. Really gentle, because look, I lost this root, so I'm going to put this one back in the water so it can develop roots. But I have here about 3, so what I do is I just gently just place them there, and then I will put soil around it, like so. Very, very gentle. I don't want to disrupt that root, because they break off very, very, very easily. Put them in here and just lightly, I will lightly press on that soil. So they're planted as deep I can possibly plant them, right below all these leaf nodes. So it's going to continue to root. So what'll happen, it's going to put out a lot more root, okay? And with this potting medium, hopefully it'll, it gives it a nice start. So there you go, this is all potted up, see that? And we'll give it a good water. And so all it needs now is just a little bit of water, and just keep it moist at all times. So I'm going to water it very thoroughly. And once this is kept nice and watered and moist, it's going to, I think this is it. It shouldn't die. It's very hardy. You can't really kill this once it starts rooting. So there you go. That's how I pot up a thyme plant from cuttings. I promised one of my neighbors one of these, so I'm actually going to pot up a second plant. So I would think this one, see right here, oof, look at that. This is gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to get another beautiful little starter plant from this. So we're gonna pot this up. See that? See? So this was just sown directly in soil from cuttings, no rooting hormone or anything, and it rooted just beautifully. Look at all these beautiful cuttings from this Thyme plant, okay? I was able to propagate all of this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful root system. I know I say beautiful a lot, but when it comes to my plant, yep, they're all beautiful, okay? So let's pot these up, and I'll show you exactly how we do that right now. So I gently place these in here. That's what I do. I don't try to crush it with the soil. You just gotta just get this all potted up real gently. I'm super gentle. I know I keep saying the word gently, but I can't stress enough, because these roots, I find they are very fragile and they will fall off. So this is all done. We're going to just give it some water. So we're going to give it some water, and that's it, guys. If you like this video and you want to see more of how I propagate some of the plants around the garden, let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for joining me in the garden. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.